Hi guys, welcome to your channel. So let's start with the cloud VPN configuration within the same organization but between the two projects. For deep dive concept, please refer part 1. In this part, we are only focusing on the configuration. Currently, we have two projects, DNA GCP Cloud project and DNA AWS project. These are the two projects. Inside this project, we have a VPC1 network 1, VPC network 1, and have the two subnet and each VPC. So VPC network 1 having 10 dot network and VPC project AWS project VPC1 having subnet 172.16 network. Okay, so let's go and start configuration. Next, yeah. Now let's go and create create a VPC and subnet. So currently I am in the DNA GCP cloud network. So create VPC, very simple process. Name VPC NW1, VPC network 1. Or if you want to know the name better, so just add a keyword GCP. It's a project name DNA GCP cloud and this is a DNA AWS cloud. So VPC network 1 GCP. Okay, custom, yes, definitely we have to go the subnet creation mode custom. Name is, what is the name? USC1. Just copy the name from here and paste it over there. Paste. Okay, then region US central 1, then your IP address 10.1.1.1.0/24. Done. Then create one more subnet. Location Europe. Location is a Europe central 2, VPC network 1 subnet 1. Region, select region as a Europe central 2 and IP address is 10.1.11.0/24. Okay, and just copy all the firewall rules and create VPC. Very simple. Go back to the then AWS project, create VPC, name VPC network 1 AWS. It's project name, right? Custom subnet, yes, I want the custom subnet. Then name is US C1 VPC network AWS subnet 1. Region US central. IP address is 172.16.1.0/24. Then create one more subnet. Just change the name Europe. Name AWS subnet 1. Region Europe 2. IP address 172.16.11.0 172.16.11.0/24. Perfect. So now we have done with the VPC configuration. See, in the GCP project we have a VPC network 1 -GCP and having the two subnet. Same way in the AWS we have a two subnetworks, right? So currently we are guys focusing on US and the Europe region. These two region. Do one thing, create two machines, virtual machines, one at US, one at Europe. The same process you have to follow for the AWS project as well. Here you go. Then go to the VM, VM instance. Under VM instance, click on the create instance. Currently we do not have any instance. Create instance, because without VPC you cannot create any instance, and we just created one VPC. Once you click on the instance name, US GCP VM 01, local is a perfect, machine type N1, F1. We make sure we don't want any public IP address, right? We don't want any public IP address. Network field, go to the in network interface. So by default it took subnet 1, right? And because we have only one VPC, just click here on the none. So we don't want a public IP address. Great, done. So this machine we have been created in a US region. One more machine we will create it or spin up in the under same GCP project, but region is a Europe region. Clear? Yeah. So let's move to the AWS project. Under AWS project, now okay, so let's create machine, create instance in the GCP project itself. Let's first create two machine in the GCP, and then we'll go for the AWS project. Europe VM 01, right? But the project ID is GCP, right? Then select Europe Central 1, series N1, machine type F1, network setting, remove the external IP address. By default, every time whenever you create any new instance, it will come up with the external IP address type ephemeral. Then no, not alive, Baba. Yeah, none. Okay, create. Now you can see two machines we have spin up under project GCP, right? So now this machine is up. Let's go to the AWS VM instance. Quick. So to create an instance, let's follow the same process which we have followed for the GCP project while we creating the instance. So let me pause the recording and I will come up with the two VMs. Yeah, perfect. So I'm back. So here you go. We have a two VMs, right, under AWS project, and we have a two instances under GCP project. So they got the internal IP address. So do one thing, let's SSH the GCP US machine, and from there we will try to ping the IP address of the AWS VM. It will not ping. Why? Because there is a no VPC peering in between, or there is a no cloud VPN we have yet configured. So basically, when you have one organization, and under one organization, if you have a multiple projects, so VPC pairing is the best option to exchange the route, right? Cloud VPN, it is basically for on premises, or if you have any third party or maybe any other cloud service provider where you have your instances. But GCP is very flexible. They are allowing us to perform the or configure or establish a cloud VPN between the two different projects within the same organization. Clear? Okay. So let's move on. Ping. So from here, ping. Try to ping. What's my IP address? Command is ipconfig. Oh, you would require the rights. Sudo su, then ipconfig. My IP address is 10.1.11.2. Let me try to ping AWS project US IP address. What's the US IP address? Okay, 172.16.1.2. 172.16.1.2. 16.1.2. No, you won't able to ping. Why? because you do not have any route for 1/16 network. How do you check this? Go to the VPC. Under VPC, if you look for the route, or you can, if you want to see the VPC routing table, just go to the VPC. Under VPC, go to the route. Under route, you can see only connected route under default route, which is pointed toward the default internet gateway. There is no 1/16 route. After configuring HAVPN, Cloud VPN, you will see the 1/16 route over here. Is it clear? Clear. Sure. Let's go and configure the Cloud VPN. So go to the VPN tab, click on VPN, create VPN. Once you create VPN, there are two options. One is a high availability HAVPN, which provides 99.99% SLA, and is a classic VPN, which will provide you the 99.9% SLA. There is a two interfaces in the high availability VPN, and there is only one interface in the classic VPN. So for more detail, please refer my part 1, Cloud VPN deep dive session. High availability, let's click on the high availability, then continue. Gateway name. So where I am now, under GCP project, VPN, GCP VPN Gateway, GCP VPN Gateway 01. Why? Because I can have a multiple gateway network. So now basically the cloud VPN and the cloud router are a regional resources. So first let the your network. So I want to say VPC network 1 GCP, right? And then region US central one. Perfect. US central one. Then create and continue. Once you create and continue, what will happen? There will be a two public IP address assigned to your interface 0 and interface 1. When I say interface 0, interface 1 means these are the interfaces which GCP will use it for the use it as a gateway, right? So just copy this, right, and paste it over diagram so that our diagram will get updated. Perfect. So this is my consider public IP address of interface 0. And how I identified 0? 0 colon. So what here they have mentioned, right? 0 colon means 0 means interface 0. And what is the IP address of interface 1? This one, 35.220.86.202 is the IP address of interface 1. So let's copy, right, so that you will get better idea, and paste it over here, right? These are the two public IP addresses we right now currently we have assigned to the interface 1, interface 2. Clear? Okay, go back, right? Now peer VPN gateway. Where is your peer VPN gateway? Okay, is it on-prem or non-Google cloud? Means AWS, Azure, Alibaba, right? Or you want to establish a peer VPN gateway with Google Cloud only. So when you say Google Cloud, right, it means you have to define the project name and the your VPN gateway name as well. Clear? Chal. So once I click on a cloud, Google Cloud, it will allow me to search the projects. So let me search the project, and where is my peer? Peer is under DNA AWS Cloud project. As soon as select, it will ask for the name. No, but we have not yet created anything, right? Or we have not created any gateway here in the AWS and under AWS project. Then no problem. Do one thing. Once you create this, right, and once you got the IP address for interface 0, interface 1, simply you can go and click on the cancel. Once you click on the cancel, don't worry, your gateway will be created, but it will throw you the warning. You have to add the VPN tunnels. You have not configured the VPN tunnel. Guys, tell me, if you compare with the on-premises, definitely before configure the tunnel, you have to configure your firewall interface or router interface and assign the public IP addresses. Once you would have the public IP addresses, then only you can go and configure the VPN tunnels. Similar way, this is a virtual environment. So what we have done so far here, we have configured interface 0 and interface 1 as a gateway interface and those having the public IP address. So go back to the AWS project, and here you can configure the VPN. Once you click on VPN, then create VPN, again same option, continue. Guys, we are in a different project, AWS project. Gateway name, what's the gateway name? We have configured GCP VPN Gateway 1. Let's follow the same format. AWS VPN Gateway 01. Okay, network, we have one network and US Central 1. Create and continue. Again, what will happen? Two public IP addresses will be assigned to this gateway. Why? Because this is the HA VPN. So let's copy this public IP address and paste it over our diagram. All the time now, guys, we are will update our diagrams. Okay, so here you go. Perfectly fine. This is my public IP address, interface 0. Same IP address I have for interface 1. Clear? Yeah, this is for my interface 1. Now there will be a tunnel between the interface 0 to interface 0, interface 1 to interface 1. Right? Then peer VPN gateway. Same, you have to select the cloud and project. Now you are in the AWS project. You have to go and select the GCP project name. Select project name, GCP project. As soon as you select the GCP project, you will see this name over here, GCP VPN Gateway 01. Why? Because in the GCP VPN project, you already have created your VPN gateway. Then see, here you go now, guys. Clear? So now you can able to see the VPN gateway name. Similar way, now if you try to add a VPN tunnel, and once you select now GCP Google Cloud, select the AWS project. Once you select the AWS, you can see the why it is not showing over here? Because we have not yet finished our wizard. So do one thing, simply go and cancel it. Once you cancel, what will happen? Simply gateway will get created. Gateway will be created, right? But again, it is asking you to add the tunnel. Only gateway now you have created. So now you cancel. After cancel doesn't means your wizard will get closed and everything, whatever you have configured, that will be wiped out. No, it's not a case, right? Cancel means you just canceling the wizard, but the gateway you have been created, that will be created only. Okay, so now go click on cancel and let's see the status. Now in the GCP project you can see the gateway, and here in the AWS project also you can see the gateway. Now let's go and configure step by step. GCP VPN Gateway 1, just add a tunnels. So there will be a two tunnels. Of course, there will be two tunnels. One between the interface 0 and interface 0, and one between the interface 1 and interface 1. Okay. So now click here, Google Cloud, select project, AWS project, drop down. Okay, you're not able to see still. AWS project. Okay, let me refresh the screen. Once you refresh, let's see, Google Cloud, select the project, AWS Cloud project, and then now you can see the name. Sometimes guys you have to refresh, right? I don't know why it is not reflecting over here, right? But it should, right? So after refresh, now I can see the gateway name which we have configured under DNA AWS Cloud project. Select. Now there are two options to it: create a pair of VPN, create a single VPN. This specific for the AWS option. So now if you select the create pair of VPN, so means your GCP will create two tunnels. between interface 0 and interface 0, and next tunnel second tunnel between the interface 1 and interface 1. If you select only one, so it will show you the only one tunnel, or it will allow you to configure the only one tunnel. Okay, so let's do one thing. Create VPC pair. Create a pair of VPN tunnels. So you can see VPN tunnel. These are the two. VPN tunnel 1, VPN tunnel 2, or you can say this is for the interface 0, this is for interface 1. Now go and select only create single VPN. Click. So what will happen? As soon as you click on a single, so you can see only one tunnel between the interface 0 and the interface 0. You have option now. What you want? You want to configure between the 1 to 1 or 0 to 0. But at the time, it will this option only allow to create the single VPN. If you want, later you can add one more VPN. It's not compulsion. Once you add the tunnel, then you will not allow you to configure. No, definitely GCP will allow you to configure the additional tunnel. So let's first go with the create VPN pair. As soon as you click on the VPN pair, it's very smart. It will establish the VPN tunnel between the 0 to 0. So what is the my local IP address of the GCP project? 35.157.85.21. See, here you go. This is my IP address, right? 85.21. And this AWS IP address 102.48. 102.48. See, guys. Right? So automatically, so you do not have any options to change it. Name TUNNEL tunnel 0, tunnel 0, but where it is going to AWS tunnel 0. So tunnel 0 to AWS tunnel 0, right? Because both I can see the both public IP address belongs to the interface 0. Okay, pre-shared key you can generate, or you can type the pre-shared key. Create, done. Okay, then create and continue. Oh, one more thing, you have to create cloud router. See, basically cloud router, here you go. These are the two cloud router I can see, right? So we'll configure, right? Cloud is a compulsion basically. So let's do one thing. Once you create on cloud router, create new cloud router, just name it as a GCP cloud router 01, right? And select the AS. So what will be the your AS? So do one thing, let's define the first AS over here. So my AS is 64512. This is my BGP AS. BGP AS 64512. Clear? Okay. And this is my BGP AS 64513. Okay, let's move on. So 64512. This is my BGPS, and this will be private. Advertise all the subnet visible to the cloud router, or create custom subnet. So let's first go with the advertise all subnet visible to the cloud router. Create. Now your cloud router has been created. Why? Because see, HAVPN does only support dynamic routing protocol, which is a BGP. So that is the reason you have to create a cloud router and enable the BGP. So there will be a BGP neighborship, right, between these two projects, but it will via under tunnel interface. Then create and continue. Oh, what I have missed? Oh, okay, we have not configured the tunnel 1. Name is tu tunnel 1 to AWS tunnel 1, right? Then pre-shared key, done. Create and continue. Once you create and continue, then it will ask you to configure the BGP. So let's wait for the BGP for some time. Okay, not now, we will configure later. BGP. Let's first establish a tunnel between these two projects. Clear? Okay. So it will take time. So mean the time, let's go and configure or attach the tunnel. Add tunnel, cloud, GCP cloud, select the project, GCP, Once you create a project, automatically name will pop up. Create pair, definitely. Create cloud router, right? Of course, these are the two different projects. So we have to create a cloud router for each project. Then this cloud router is for AWS cloud router 01, right? And now see, cloud router is the regional, right? So your currently you have configured your VPN gateway is in the US region. So by default you have to select the cloud router in the same region. So what will happen? You just you are creating this cloud router from the VPN wizard. So it will automatically take the region as a US central one. Why? Because your VPN currently is in a US central one region. AS number, my AS number 64513. Okay, advertise route, create router, then tunnel 0 to 0 tunnel, name TUNNEL tunnel 0, tunnel 0, TUNNEL tunnel 0 to GCP TUNNEL 0. Perfect. Pre-shared key should be the same, it should be matched, or it will throw you the error. Done. Without having any mistake, configure the another tunnel which is the interface 1 to interface 1. Now the IP address get changed. Source IP is 75 80.75. See, and the destination peer IP is 86.202. See, 86.202. Name TU tunnel 1 to tunnel 1. Then pre-shared key Cisco at 123. Done. Create. So as soon as you create, see guys, here you can see the two tunnels, right? Now I switched the GCP project, so you can see the two tunnels, tunnel 0 and tunnel 1, but it is asking you to configure the BGP session. No problem. There are two options: save BGP configuration or configure BGP later session later. Yes, first my priority is these two tunnels, black and blue tunnels should come up. It should be in an established state. Then I can go and configure the BGP, right? So configure BGP session later stage. Once you click here, so it will pop up to you. See, configure the BGP session. Now BGP first handshake. Let's see, configure the BGP session later stage. So I hope for the best. Here you go, guys. Now your tunnel between the AWS project and the GCP project up again. Establish. Let's refresh the screen. Once you refresh, see now the status for GCP project is showing established. Okay, now go and check the routing table. No, you will not receive any route. Why? Because you have not yet enabled the any dynamic, not any BGP as a dynamic routing protocol. So how you will receive the route from one project to another project? So let's go and configure the BGP. Okay, now it's time to configure GCP, configure the BGP session, and this is the wizard to configure BGP session. Name GCP to AWS peer. Peer AS. What is the peer AS? I am in the GCP project. So for me peer AS is 64513. 64513. Correct? Then guys, this is most important. Now to configure the BGP, definitely you have to provide the peer AS number, but at the same time you have to configure the IP addresses to the BGP router and interface IP address. So basically your BGP will not form over the public IP address, right? Your BGP will form between the link local address, and these once your tunnel now your tunnel is established. From this inside tunnel, secure tunnel, these two cloud router will establish a BGP neighborship, not over the public. Clear? Okay. So BGP would require the link local address, right? And it will be the /30. So let's do one thing. Let's assign from our end. So for interface 0, right, it will be 169.254.0.1, right? This will be for GCP project. .2, this will be for AWS project. Then 169.254.0.5, again it will be a /30 and 6 over here. Clear? Because we have how many tunnels? We have two tunnels. So each tunnel we would require a BGP session. So of course, when we would require, if we would require the BGP session for each tunnel, then we would require the IP address as well. So go back here and cloud router IP address 169.254.0.1. By default, it will take as a /30, and there are several options, guys. That we'll discuss later. BFD and advertiser route, everything. Save and continue. Enable BGP. Save and continue. Let's configure for tunnel 1 fast. IP address is tunnel BGP create name is a GCP AWS peer tunnel 1. This BGP peer for tunnel 1 64513. Then router IP address 169.254.0.5 and peer address IP address is a 6. Clear? Save and continue. Yeah. So same we have to create in the AWS inside an AWS project, right? Go to the AWS, configure the BGP session, name AWS to GCP BGP peer. Yes, now for this AWS, our peer is 65512. 64512, my bad. Then IP address 169.254.0.2 and a peer IP address for tunnel 0 is 1. Perfect. Save and continue. Then configure BGP session for tunnel 1. Name is AWS to GCP BGP peer. AS number 64512 GCP peer. IP address, what is the IP address? 169.254.0.5. 169.254.0.5 and sorry, it's my local and remote is 5. Okay, now guys, here you go. BGP established. BGP is now established. Okay, so tunnel 1 is up and BGP through tunnel tunnel 0 is okay, now tunnel 0 and tunnel 1 both are up, and now I can see the BGP peering. So let's go and refresh the GCP project screen. Yeah, BGP up. Now go and look for the routing table. So go under VPC network. Currently I am in the GCP project. Go inside the VPC and look for the route. Hey, yay! Now I am able to see the route 172.16.1.0/24 and 172.16.1.0/20 both route. Why? Why? Because the reason behind it. Tell me, fadafat. We have a two tunnels, tunnel 1 and tunnel 2. One more thing, guys, but you are not able to see the Europe route. You can see the routes from the US, right, region, but you cannot see the route from the region. Why? Because if you look at the GCP dynamic routing mode is a regional, we should go and change to the global. We'll see later. Let's first complete the this connectivity HAVPN. Then go to the AWS. Under AWS, look for the route VPC network. Under VPC network, click on VPC, click on routes. Here you go, you can see now the 10 dot network routes. 172.16 is my default route, local route, and I can see the destination routes for 10 dot network through the two tunnels. Okay, let's go and try to ping machines, okay, or instances. VM instance fast. Then click on any of the instance, maybe US instance. You can Europe, no, it will not. Why? Because currently you do not have any route for the Europe. You have to change the VPC dynamic routing from regional to global. Okay, so we just wait for 2 minutes. Okay, now go and ping the IP address of AWS project US instance IP. Okay, what's the IP of US instance? 172.16.1.2. 172.16.1.2. Ping 172.16.1.2. Here you go. Now you can able to ping the IP address of AWS projects through Cloud VPN Gateway. So in the next part, we'll look for the dynamic routing, how we can allow the routing between the multiple regions, right? We will have the tunnel, VPN tunnel, right, between the Europe region, and we'll see the custom route advertisement in the BGP. Thank you so much. Bye bye.